Welcome, great students. Welcome, my viewers. Welcome, math lovers. Àtúntì gbé mi dé o. Here's another example. So, I think this is the last part of the topic we started. Surds. We've treated several aspects of the topic, and this is the last part. And the last part is square root of a equation in irrational form. Equation that involve a square root. So now let's take them one after the other. So the principle is the same. And how do we work with this? When you are given equation in this form, the first thing you do, you take them, you take certain parts together. So when you take certain parts together, you square both sides. The essence of squaring both sides is to remove the square root. And at certain stage, if the choice of squaring the both sides is not made carefully, so there's high chance that the person will continue to make the question difficult for himself or herself. So this is what I mean. By the time we solve these questions, when we get to that stage, the choice of squaring both sides, if that choice is wrongly made, then you see how the person continues to make the work tedious. So now let's take this example. Once we get there, in these two examples, we shall see what I mean by that. Now look at this. We have question number 1. Y squared plus 11 equals to 6. This is what we are given. We have to solve this, means you find the unknown, which is letter Y. In this question, it's very easy in the sense that our letter Y is inside the square root. And the only way you can remove this Y from square is to square both sides. So now, I said something that when the choice of squaring the both sides is wrongly made, so this is what I mean by that. Suppose you rewrite this as a Y squared plus 11 minus 6, and you square equals to 0 like this. There's high chance that you are making the work difficult, because by the time you expand this, you are still going to have square root again. So you don't make this choice. Rather, you just square both sides directly. You don't need to collect the like terms here. Now, so we square both sides, so we have Y squared plus 11 square equals to 6 square. The square will remove the square root here, so you have just Y square plus 11 equals to 36, because square of 6 is 36. Now we simplify further again, collect the like terms. Y square equals to 36 minus 11, because once you move this to the other side, it becomes negative. Now you have again Y square equals 36 minus 11, that is just 25. Now here we want to find the value of Y. You take the square root of both sides. So whenever you take the square root of both sides, so it becomes plus or minus. So you have a Y equals to plus or minus square root of 25. So you take the square root. Now from here you have a Y equals plus or minus 5. The reason is this. Square of a number that will give you 25, it can be 5 or negative 5 square. So there's a difference between minus 5 square and minus 5. The two are not the same. Especially your calculator may misinterpret this. Your calculator may just square 5 and write this as minus 25. And in real sense, what you really mean is square of negative 5. But when you are using your calculator, you have to keep it in the bracket and square. Now that is just the solution to the first part. Now let's consider the second example. we have square root of 2x plus 3 minus square root of x plus 1 equals to 1. Here we are expected to solve for x, and to solve for x means you look for means to get the value of x. And how do we get the value of x? We try to link the x here with x here, and this will not be possible without removing the square root. So how do we do this now? If you like, you can square both sides here, and if you like, you can move this to the other side. You square this side, then you work with this side, and that will be better. That will be better in the sense that it makes your work easier. So because of that, let's move this to this, because here is a rational number. This is irrational. So when you square rational, sum of or difference of a rational with irrational is always easy to expand than taking irrational together at once. So you may find it difficult. So now because of that, let's go by this style. Now we have square root of 2x plus 3 equals 1 plus square root of x plus 1. Now we rewrite. We only rewrite. We have not done anything. We only try to rearrange to make the work easier for us. Now we square both sides. So we have 2x plus 3 square equals to 1 plus root x plus 1 square. Now the square here will remove the square root here. So you have 2x plus 3. But this time you are adding a number, so there is no way this square will remove the square root easily. It will not remove it easily. But when you expand this, what is the expected result? So you have to have a 1 plus 2 root x plus 1, then plus, when you square this one and so the square will remove, so you have x plus 1. So this should be your expected result when you expand this. Okay, maybe we should do that together. So we have 1 plus root x plus 1, 1 plus root x plus 1. You know how to expand, so you take 1 multiplied by 1 plus root x plus 1. Do the same here, plus root x plus 1. Again, multiply by 1 plus root x plus 1. Now you expand. So use the first number to multiply everything here. Use the second number together with addition sign, with positive sign here, to multiply everything here. So 1 multiplied by everything here, you still have a 1 plus root x plus 1. Use this to multiply this. 1 multiplied by this, so you still have a root x plus 1. Root x plus 1 multiplied by root x plus 1, that will be square. So square will remove the square root, so you have just x plus 1. By the time you add these two together, you have these two of this. This one is here, this one is here, and that is how. Now let's collect the like terms. I want to collect the like terms here. I want to move those irrational parts, those that are not in the square root, to one side, and the one in the square root to, I leave the one in the square root to this side. Now I have 2x here. I have x here. This x is positive, move it to this side, minus x. Here also I have 3 plus 3 here. Move 1 to this side, that's minus 1. Another one, minus 1. So meaning all the numbers that, all the irrational parts are moved to one side. Now the irrational, all the rational parts are moved to one side. Why the irrational part? So will be in the other side. So now everything equals to 2 root x plus 1. So this is what we have. 2x minus x, you have just x. 3 minus 1 minus 1, that is just a 1. You know, 3 minus 1, 2. 2 minus 1, 1. Now equals to 2 root x plus 1. This is what we have. Again, in order to remove this square root, and please don't say I want to collect the like term. Don't collect any like terms again, because if you move 1 to this, you are going to repeat these steps again. So now the irrational part is already in one side. Leave this in one side, then square both sides. So now I have to remove this square root. So now we have x plus 1 square equals to 2 root x plus 1 square. Now you expand this normal way, expand this carefully, so you have a x square plus 2x plus 1 equals so now here you have number outside the root, so square will affect the number outside as well as the root. So 2 square will be 4, and when you square this, square will remove the square, so you have just x plus 1, close the bracket. Now we are getting there. So what is left? So now we have x square plus 2x plus 1 equals, open this bracket, that is 4x plus 4. 4 times x, 4. 4 times x, 4x. 4 multiplied by 1, that is 4. Now let's correct the like terms again. So we have x square plus 2x plus 1 equals, sorry, move this in, so minus 4x minus 4 equals to 0. Now again, this becomes x square. Now this is 2x positive, this is negative 4x. 2x minus 4x, that is minus 2x. 1 minus, this is 1 is positive here, this is negative. So 1 minus 4, that is minus 3, equals to 0. Now we move again. Factorize this. So for better understanding of how to factorize, you can check my video on the factorization of algebraic expression. So when you factorize this, this is 3, so you just have x squared minus 3x plus x minus 3 equals to 0. So by the time you say minus 3 plus 0, that's minus 2. Minus 3x times positive x, you have a negative 3x squared, which is product of this and this. So just watch my video on the factorization. So factorize the x is common, so you take it out, x minus 3. Take 1 out here. You can only take 1 out here. So plus 1. X minus 3 equals 0. So now you have x minus 3. Then x, x plus 1 is outside. X plus 1 equals 0. Now from here, x minus 3 equals 0. Or x plus 1 equals 0. Meaning s equals to 3. Or s equals to negative 1. Now let's go back to this. When s equals to 3, let's put it here if our result will be the same. Put 3 here. So that will be 2 times 3. That is 6. 6 plus 3. 9. Square root of 9 will be 3. Minus. Put 3 here. 3 plus 1, 4. Square root of 4 is 2. 3 minus 2. That is 1. Correct. Let's take the second value. Negative 1. Put negative 1 here. You have 2 times negative 1. That's negative 2. So negative 2 plus 3. That is 1. Put negative 1 here. That will be minus 1 plus 1 is 0. Square root of 0 is 0. So 1 minus 0, that is 1. Meaning the two results, value of x, are intact. So, and that is just a way to solve an equation involved in irrational form. Anytime you have equation that involve the square root, you just make sure that you arrange it proper way and you square both sides. As you remove, you just try to make sure that you are having the irrational part and the rational part. Take all the irrational part to one side and the rational to the other side. Then you continue to remove the square root until you get to normal equation and you get the values of your unknown. And this is just the end of the topic solved. So we may see so many questions. What we only need is we master the steps, the methods, the procedure. So also, in my next video, I will only show how to solve questions under this topic in few seconds or few in very short time, maybe less than 1 minute, for the benefit of those people that want to write a CBT exam objective questions. So that is just about the topic. So thanks for watching. So share my page, like, follow. If you are watching on YouTube, subscribe. Click the notification button to get updates anytime I upload a video. So let us say bye.